Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to another episode of the Joy Channel podcast, where we tune into something good within ourselves. Today, we're going to be talking about persistence and how persisting in one's story, committing to one's story, one's viewpoint, what one is emitting energetically, determines who we are and what we see and how we perceive the world and how we walk through the world. So, I'm going to do it. The etymology of persist is to move through, or nope, to stand through. It's to stand through. So, when we stand through something, we are holding our energy in that form that we're desiring to be. What we choose to emit through ourselves is our free will. And we get to choose any of the infinite frequencies that exist. And especially in, due to conditioning, we were taught to hold specific frequencies or be specific frequencies. And then that is where that whole coming to consciousness and awakening to the aspect of self where it's like, oh, no, wait, I chose this and now I get to choose this. And then continuing to practice choosing again and again that which you decide and desire to be. So consistency and persistence shifts you amongst all of the infinite options. For instance, if you were in a pattern of conditioning that was getting frustrated by traffic or something, you can then choose to look at it differently and look at it like, wow, everyone's getting exactly where they need to be. And now I have more time to spend in the car and think beautiful thoughts and feel beautiful things. You can always look at it differently. It's so funny when people get upset about something where it's like, oh, that person disrespected me. And it's like, what? Actually, what? That's what you're choosing to fuel your anger with? Okay, well, again, it's a choice and it's something that's taught. So likely someone taught that person, oh, if this happens, then you have to get mad because if this happens, then it means this. Like if someone disrespects you, it means that they think you're stupid or it means that they don't care. Some other nonsense story when in reality it was probably like they just weren't tuned into you as a person because they were going on their own thing. So that's also a lack of control. If whatever you get mad about, whatever you get angry about, that is you choosing anger and that's you choosing to give your control to anger. It's you choosing to misdirect your will towards pain versus staying conscious to the fact that everything actually is working out for you. And it's great to get to practice this as far as noticing when things come up and then you have shifted the way that you receive and perceive it. And then you get to respond differently. And you're like, wow, you know what? What's going to happen likely is you're going to pause and you're going to be like, now I could respond in this way or I could respond in this way. And then you get to choose. So just keep choosing differently. And if you happen to fall into an old pattern, do yourself the favor of replaying a different way it could have gone and giving yourself the tool of what you're going to do next time and then do that. Change the memory in your mind, show yourself a different way of doing it, let your body feel that and feel that it's safe. Some people might call that exposure therapy, some people might call it revision. It really, regardless, it works in the same way. And then just allow it to be done. Persistence in a story. When one is returning to the consciousness that their body is perfect and their body has always been perfect and is functioning perfectly, which is the truth, then that requires letting go of the story that they were ever injured. And pain is a compelling distraction, and illness is a compelling distraction, especially in our society where pain and panic and disease and sickness have been so capitalized on, where it's like, selling medications that don't actually heal people, but just mask symptoms, or selling something as like, it's just you're selling something, right? And then you're selling yourself short. So, what I did to heal myself of my body, and I've done this multiple times because that's the thing is like, again, persistence, right? So, persist in your story. And if you start sliding into another story, you get to do that deep questioning work as to why. What was I getting from it? But shift your story to my body has always been perfect. My body has always been perfect. My body has always been perfect. And then keep doing that for days and days and days until it sticks, and work on your self concept and reprogram it to whatever you affirm for manifests immediately, or whatever you affirm for manifests within 3 days. For me, the way that I did it, it was almost 3 days of just laying down and affirming. I noticed results pretty immediately because what happened was my body was able to relax and start returning to its healed state, or returning to the consciousness that it was healed. What was interrupting that healing pattern was the idea that I was injured. Kept going back to that, oh, I'm in so much pain, which is like well, what the kids would call a general bummer, and also just highly disruptive to the DNA processes and the natural formation of my crystalline form, right? So if my thoughts were saying, hey, you're in trouble, then yeah, of course, my muscles were tighter and my breathing was different, and etc. So what do? Lay down and just keep repeating, my body's perfection, my body's perfection, my body has always been perfection. And slowing the breath down. You don't have to do it so fast, and it doesn't have to be manic, right? You can slow it down, have it calm. I put on soothing music. I think I put on like an 8-hour track of soothing music, or multiple 2-hour tracks as well, of just soothing music with no words, so that my mind wouldn't try and attach to any of the words. Just soothing crystal bowls, or, waterfalls, flute music, stuff like that, where it was very healing frequencies. And then I persisted in, my body has always been perfect. My body is perfection. Everything's amazing and I love my life. My body is fantastic. I adore my life. My life is beautiful. And I've said this before and I'll say it again, but I remember the time after I did that, I was able to stand up and do dishes. And that was a big deal for me, because what had been going on with my neck, I hadn't been able to do that. And it was sad town. So when I stood up and I was doing dishes and I was humming and singing, and, you know, I was just, what came out of me was, everything's amazing and I love my life. And I was like, oh my God, it's working. Oh my God, it's working. So you get to persist in that. Whenever someone has said like, oh, I've tried this and it didn't work, it's like, well, you didn't do it. You tried it out for a short amount of time and then you didn't stay with it. Solidify it in your system. Be as committed to your wellness as you are to your pain. More so, because you're switching the story. And if you think about it like a radio wave, right? So if you're emitting a specific frequency, that is what you are. That is what you are saying. That is what you are being. That's what you're able to receive as well. So if you keep emitting the other one, then, that's what you will be also perceiving of, tuned into. I wrote a line of poetry that was like, some something about, you are the station. It's like, you're the music and you are the song and you are the station. Your thoughts are the song and you are the station. Yeah. So like, your thoughts are the song and you are the station. And yeah, your thoughts form your body. So anyway, persistence, staying in your story and allowing that to overtake whatever else. Keep emitting it, keep emitting it, keep emitting what you are choosing to be. And then that's it. That's all she wrote. That's who you are. So let's do a brief little meditation to wrap on up. And we're going to close your eyes and put a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. Take a deep breath in to your belly. Don't move your chest, just breathe into your belly. And you can request of yourself, your soul, your consciousness, higher consciousness, whatever you desire. You can say, fill me with the highest love. You can say, turn on my light in all these beautiful spaces. Fill my cells with ease. Fill my cells with joy, with peace. Inhaling, taking a deep breath in, and exhaling, sending it on out. And taking a deep breath in, and exhaling, sending it on out. Take another breath in, feeling all that beautiful energy that we just called through our cells, expanding. And actually do yourself the honor of perceiving in each cell. Likely you're going to zoom in on a few and then recognize that it is happening in every cell. So you're going to perceive of it. Either see, feel, know it into being. That ignition at the very center of the cell that then floods through all the cells. It's that singular point of awareness that is replicated infinite times. And you are that. So you're choosing conscious awareness, beauty, joy, love, peace, harmony, wealth, wisdom, effervescence. Inhaling and exhaling. Thank you so much and have an absolutely beautiful Saturday or whenever it is that you're listening to this, because likely it's not on the day I post this, but I'm posting this Saturday. And yeah, have an absolutely beautiful day. Oh, also, I released a new book of poetry, Quantum Poetry Games with Myself, and I will link that in the description. And I released 2 printable coloring books on affirmationdoodles.com that I'm very, very proud of. So we'll get it going. And everybody have an absolutely beautiful day. Goodbye.